Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming back to my YouTube channel, Deb Chanel's 48th World, where we give exciting breaking news and soap opera news, reviews, reality show reviews, and pretty much anything I want to talk about. But today we're going to be talking about, on this particular video, soap operas. The soap opera I'm going over is Bold and the Beautiful. And I can tell you, it's really bold and it's some beautiful sights that's going to take place in this week's episodes. I can tell you that. But we're going to get on into it. We're going to have Brooke and Thorne. They're at Brooke's house, and she's taking Thorne in as a little boarder until he can find out where he's going to stay. You know, which I understand why he didn't stay at his father's house in that guest room house, because this show is getting a lot of love lately, if you get my point. Yes, you remember Bill and Stefan over there. Then you remember Quinn and Ridge over there. The bed has seen some action this year. That's all I got to say. It's a burning bed situation. And I'm not talking about pouring no gasoline nowhere. I'm talking about serious love making or sex making going on. But anyway, we got, like I said, Brooke and Thorne are over at Brooke's house. She's entertaining him, and she's giving him a, place to hold up until he can figure out what's going on in his life and how he probably need to find some real estate and move himself back into the state of California, because he's coming home. He had to take some time off with Allie dying and stuff. And I think the writer's trying to make us forget that he was supposed to have been marrying or had been married to, still in a marriage with Taylor. Don't know where that went to. I think they're trying to goop us. But true followers of the show, we know that had a spin in there somewhere. And then they're trying to make us forget it. Like it never happened. I'm like, come on, writers. Y'all can do better. Y'all can do better. Okay, but then, like I said, they're enjoying each other's company. They, throwing compliments at each other. And I tell you, this new Thorne that has come in, he really look like a 007 type of guy. And he's definitely gonna give Ridge a run for his money. Okay, now if we had the old Ridge with his sassy self and suave looking, I was like, oh Lord, this is gonna be a wit between the beautiful men, the handsome men. Okay, because I just can't take my eye off this new and improved Thorne. I'm like, I forgot about the old Thorne and the Thorne before that when Stephanie was still living in the show. Whoo, he has definitely made me want to look at Bold and the Beautiful just for him. You know what I'm saying? Very polished looking man. British man. Oh, yes, he is. Okay. Let me calm down now. All right. Then we got Ridge and is thanking Queen for Thanksgiving dinner, putting the family back together, being the glue that holds the family together. I'm like, wait a minute, now, wasn't that Brooke's job, holding the glue, the family together? Because Stephanie said she needed to be with Ridge on her dying bed. Yeah, that's what she said. It had to be on her dying bed, if you get me drill. Okay, it couldn't be any other time she was up on her feet. But no, she was trying to keep them apart. But it is what it is. Okay, we move on from that situation because it's kind of dry. I didn't really want to hear about Queen being the matriarch of the family. No, 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 no. Don't want to hear about it. So then we move on to Sheila. Sheila surprises Pam at El Degino, that Italian restaurant they go to and partake and have a little supper here and there. Between the Forrest family and Spectra family. And Pam was, taken back. She's shocked to see that Sheila's still in town. She thought pretty much the law as well as Queen had run her out of town. But we all know Queen don't leave town unless she get ready to leave town, okay? She show up when she show up. She leave when she leave. We ain't got nothing on her because that's just how she roll, okay? And I think Queen needs to slow her roll when it comes, because she definitely haven't met her match when it comes to Queen. When it comes to Sheila. Then we have, them making small talk, nothing too serious, whatnot, because Sheila has a plan. She couldn't get it with Mateo trying to seduce Quinn to make a mistake, so she can bring that back to Eric's face that Quinn is just no good. Now she's going to try another spin. I think she's going to try to whoop or goop Pam into being friends in the false friendship she's trying to forge between the two. But Pam don't have a clue. But I don't know. Sheila messing with some crazy folks now. Because Pam kind of crazy too. I don't know if she's still taking her medication or not. She might be off of it. Sheila, you might need to watch your back. Because if her And Quinn ever get together, yeah, I think they'll put you under pretty much 6 feet if you get my drill. But cause Pam got a wild side. She got a wild side and they kinda showed us in little clips how she gets down. So it is what it is. But Sheila thinks that's what they have in common, a misunderstanding of their attitudes and their demeanors at times. I'm like, yeah, right. Looney bin, that's all I gotta say. Um but Pam does tell her you need to stay away from my family. I'm like, go ahead, Pam. Let's keep her focused. Nobody wants her back, and even you ain't gonna be trying to let her convince you of that. That she's a good person, she's changed, da 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 da. Okay, moving on from there, we got Thorne is telling Brooke why he stayed away so long, and it was mostly because of his half brother Ridge. Brooke thinks Thorne is making a bit too much of Ridge teasing him. You know, she feels that's a term of endearment. The oldest always gets on the youngest and this, that, and third. And I'm like, listen, Brooke, what the handsome man is trying to tell you, okay? He ain't coming back to play. He coming back to play chess, not checkers with Ridge. And he's gonna pretty much try to get Ridge on up out of there, if you get my drift. Ah, but it is what it is, because Brooke has been married to all three of them. Okay, it's kind of like a Steffi thing. Brooke done had all the men, Eric, Ridge, Thorne. Now Steffi done had Bill, Wyatt, and Liam. So I'm telling you, writers, we need another term. We don't need no more in the family type of mess situation going around. All right, like they don't know how each other is in bed. I can't take it no more. Let's move ahead. Let's leave this dead storyline where it needs to be. 6 to 12 feet under. Okay. Then we got small talk going on between Bill and Liam, and Bill's being more responsible, taking more actions, positive actions on his past demeanor, bad negative demeanors he's shown to Liam and Sally in the past. He wants to make this new truce with Liam. And I'm like, okay, you're just pretty much digging another hole for yourself, getting a little deeper as you go along, trying to hide all your indiscretions that you made with Liam's wife. Okay, and I ain't talking ex-wife, I'm talking about current, future wife, because he just renewed his vows. Then we got Sheila's trying to befriend Pam. Like I said, lost storyline. We know how that's going to end up. Then we got small talk going on between Ridge and Quinn again. They're talking about Bill and Brooke. Quinn is also teasing Ridge about he may be losing his job to Thorne because he is the rightful heir. You know, just being that little tension because, you know, they can get down and dirty with each other because they know they shared a past, a brief seductive type past, but nothing where it ended up in the bed. Okay? Not to say that pales in comparison to what what's the name did, but what's his name? We know what I'm talking about. I just didn't feel like mentioning their names at the time. But then you know who we talking about. It's called the initials are B and S. B and S. Kind of like bullshit, right? Okay, we're gonna move on from that. Okay. Oh, then we got Brooke is still laying on the charm with Thorne, and Thorne still laying on the charm with her. Seems like the writers are trying to make up a love interest between the two. You know, with Brooke always being the center of two men's dormant and stuff of that nature. Boring. Moved on. Wyatt is still not believing the calmness that has come over the tsunami and tornado of the relationship that Liam and Bill had in the just recent past. He's not believing it. He's not buying it. He thinks there's something else going on. He's pretty much trying to tell Liam to watch out because he don't think he's waiting for the other shoe to drop. And I'm with you, honey. I'm waiting for the other staircase to fall. Okay, because that's gonna be a bigger pill to swallow. Uh, Dosage of betrayal that Bill is going to throw down to Liam to suck up. Oh, I don't think so. Then we go to Sheila. Sheila's telling Pam that they have a lot of common. She brings up Pam past with the Donna Logan scene, you know, when they were back in the cabin and she had held Donna captive while a bear came in because he smelled all the honey that Pam had doused on Donna to I guess let the bear eat her up. I don't know what was what was going on with that. I don't think I know that was a big ass bear. Okay. And we didn't need to see no disaster happen on live TV if you get my drill. Just to prove a point. But anyway, he was saved They got Pam back on medication, and pretty much she's still around. Then we leave that situation. We go to Brooke. Brooke is asking Thorne to be friends with Ridge. Thorne is asking Brooke what happened to her and Ridge and them not getting married in Australia. And he's just really concerned. He want to hear that story. Of course, Brooke is trying to shy away from the story. She don't make a big deal about it, but she needs somebody to talk to about it because it seems like it ain't ended. Still unresolved issues. Very much so. Because she only ran the bill because Ridge did what he had to do. It's just an ongoing cycle of negativity when it comes to their love interest and all this destiny crap mess. Okay, somebody need to put an end to it because I'm tired of seeing it myself. Then we got Quinn is still talking about Thorne being back, and she thinks Reg is, mad about that, and that he may be some type of sparring partner when it comes to the competition of who Eric will view as needing to take the reins and take Force the creations into the future. Of course, they did that little spiel with Stefan. Then she brought had the opportunity, excuse me, to bring Ridge back into the fold, and it's just been on what do you call it, autopilot since that situation happened. Ain't nothing really happened. Ain't nothing really going on. Everybody's just trying to get along, pretty much. And she did mention again that hey, your job may be in jeopardy. Okay, Queen always try to hit it low. Okay, then we got Liam is trying to talk business, and Wyatt is trying to ask or tell Liam that something else is going on with him and his dad. And Liam said, hey, it's just, we're just realizing we were just wrong on each of our accounts, and we're trying to bend fences. And Wyatt saying, you're not realizing there's something else going on wrong. And Liam just looked at him like so confused, so perplexed, so discombobulated. I'm like, oh, thank gosh. Thank the Lord Wyatt got a brain because Liam don't have a brain when it comes to seeing the obvious. You just have to hit him with a ton of bricks, okay? But like I said, when the fire ignites and the firecrackers start to popping around now, I want to be right front and center with my popcorn and my soda. Yes, I am, to just see it all fall down. Maybe they'll be done about Hope back in because they bought a new Thorne back in. I guess they're gonna. I've been seeing clips of a new Hope. I don't know whether that's gonna transpire. Cause I'm like Hope, Ivy. It doesn't matter. Okay, Liam is gonna screw it up regardless because he's not no one to be held up with to try to form a relationship unless it's just a friendship. Friends with benefits. You know what I'm saying? But I can't take it. I can't have Liam with nobody else because it never ends up the way we all want it to go. Like he's cursed or something. Okay, the writer's trying to curse his character. I don't know. But then we go to Bill and Stephen. They have a moment alone in his office and they're talking over what was really supposed to be a relationship between them forming. But after careful thinking and strategizing, Bill said, no, that would not be a good idea because Liam would probably go for the gusto and kick me out my company again. And he's pretty much saying the secret is going to stay buried. He even mentioned to Steffi that Wyatt is getting a little bit more uneasy with the situation. He's smelling blood. And, he's a smart young man. He's going to try to put the pieces together. And, of course, Steffi freaks out and says, no, we can't let him find out. We can't let nobody find out. It can never come to surface. I'm like, honey, don't you know, don't you know, don't you know? Everything that's done in the dark will come to light eventually. And pretty much going to come at the worst time you expect it to come. So if you don't go and be full-fledged honest with Liam and go on and get it all out, which you should have done before y'all renewed y'all vows, you're going to lose a lot more than what you're going to have to go back to Paris, pretty much. We're going to put you in seclusion. You got to be banished for at least a couple of years. And then maybe you'll come back and learn something and bring something back to build on. But we leave that situation. We go back to Pam. Pam was about to leave the restaurant, but she tells Sheila she loved talking with her, having a conversation, them interacting, this, that, and third. And Sheila goes on to tell Pam, I know you were concerned about nobody really wanting to go with you to see Steffi at the cemetery and, this, that, and the third, because everybody kind of go when they want to go. So they have that alone time or whatnot. But I'll go with you sometime. I'm like, still trying to befriend Pam. Okay. We're going to see how that ends up. Then we got Ridge and Quinn are still talking about Thorne, of course. Then we go back to Thorne. Thorne has figured out pretty much that Ridge was unfaithful. And he had a little tryst with some no name person, but little do he know is with his father's wife, Queen. Even though they just shared a kiss, such a situation that Liam and Sally shared, still a kiss can turn into something much majorly big. That's going to cause a demise of some type of relationship that's going to affect other people involved. So, but pretty much and she didn't deny it. So he kind of knew he hit the nail on the head when it came to Bridge still being unfaithful to her. This, that, and the third. No, it wasn't a sexual thing. It was the same, a kiss that led into many more kisses and feelings. Okay. So Papa Bear got over it and put her back in the fold, meaning Eric. So I guess the rest of them need to, and Thorne need to just go for the gusto. If he want Brooke, then write the storyline with him and chase after her, and he get her this time, and send Ridge back to Paris because he's not not officially true Forrester, if you know what I'm saying, biological, but just by growth, grooming, and being a part of a family such as that, you become that family member, okay, by default. But it is what it is. Okay. And then Brooke shies away from the question or, the implication that Thorne had it correctly when he said that Ridge was unfaithful again. But she said she wanted to talk about it too painful, and it kind of showed on her face, so we just left it there. We move on to Wyatt. Wyatt's asking Liam to think about why Dad is so forgiving of all that you did to him. When just, a couple of weeks ago, he was just ready to bury you, put you in a coffin, and just put a tombstone. He's done with you. He said that doesn't seem or strike it kind of oddly that he's all loving and forgiving. And who is this person? That's not our dad. You have your points of being Mr. Goody Two Shoes. I have my embodiment that I want to be just like dad, and dad is dad. So how am I in another parallel world? What is going on? So Wyatt got his juices flowing, and he's going up that right track, and he's going to figure it out. And it's going to be a shock to him. We might need to see a hospital scene where he fall out himself because he done unveiled the truth of the true story behind this new development of forgiveness that Bill is trying to foster on all of them and make them believe. There's a story there, and Wyatt is going to figure it out. Oh, yes, he is. That's what he does. Okay. Then we got Billy telling Stephanie he don't like to see her being torn like this, and then she freaks out again. So we weren't supposed to do it. I'm like, stop talking in past tense, okay? We're dealing at the present and how y'all gonna deal with this in the future, okay? Let's stop going back into the past because we can't change it. All right, Stephanie, grow up. Okay, then we got Bill telling Stephanie why is on to them. And Stephanie freaks out, of course. She's like, oh, we ain't let her find out. I can't lose my life to that. And Bill like, hey, I don't want to lose my life. Because at first I thought we were going to face this head on together. Go on my stellar Mars. We figure out a plan of action. We live our lives into the sunset. But you didn't want that. So now we all have to backtrack, put things in perspective, and this, that, and the third. And we're going to move ahead. Forge ahead. Okay, 'cause I didn't tell Justin. And Justin's my best, ace boom coon, my do boy. And I ain't tell him. But it is what it is. But like I said, I think the writers are going to throw a little plan in there where Stephanie comes up pregnant, full term. She delivers the baby, and then Bill going to see that baby and want to have a part of it. And then it's the stuff that's going to get out of hand, and the truth is going to be out. Of course, Liam's going to fall out. Hit the floor, bump his head again, and get amnesia. That's just my take. Don't know if the writer's going to write it in, but it is what it is. Okay, we don't need Liam losing his mind. We don't need him not knowing he don't know where he at, who he is. That storyline played, flatline, we moved on. But I'll just tell you, it's a hot mess. It's going to be a hot mess the rest of this week and probably next week until they show us the true plot line coming to fruition. Yeah, that was my take on The Bold and the Beautiful that aired on yesterday, November 28th, season 31, episode 50. Look forward to getting back with you sometime tomorrow discussing the episode that they're going to air today on the 29th. So I'll be at work when the stuff airs, but I'll get back. Hopefully I can try to do it when I come in, but it is what it is. Y'all been rocking with me. Y'all know how I do. I get it out to you eventually. I'll come back with a story of why I didn't get it out. Okay. But it is what it is. Y'all have a beautiful and blessed, what is this? Wednesday afternoon. And I'll talk to you real soon. All right. Bye-bye.